guys, my name is Rob. Welcome to my channel, 7 Chevys. I'm going to be reviewing some cars, a lot of requests on Instagram about what I drive daily, and going to go over those. So today we're going to talk about my Mercedes. It's a 2011 S550, and I'm going to go over why I think these are the best values in used luxury cars. Everything from the dual pane windows to the folding mirrors, and why this is one of the best values you can buy today. Interiors on these cars hold up extremely well. This car is a 2011. It still looks like brand new. Mercedes uses what's called an MB text. It's like a synthetic leather. Holds up a lot more than actual leather. If you look at that, there's 2 sheets of glass, similar to a house. That's one reason why these cars stay so quiet inside. It's got a 5.5 naturally aspirated 382 horsepower V8 connected to a 7-speed automatic transmission. It's got air suspension on all 4 corners, so these things ride unbelievably comfortable. I mean, the only car I've ever driven that drives close to an S-Class is an 04 to 06 Lexus LS430 and a newer Rolls-Royce. Other than that, you can't beat the value of these cars. The S-Class has always been the innovator and the leader in new technology coming up. They were the first car with ABS, first car with airbags. You really, really are following a Mercedes S-Class in the car world. From the factory, I've never really touched this car. These are the original rims that came on the car in 2011. It's got cross-drilled brake rotors. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a really heavy car, and you don't want brake fade. You need all the stopping power you can get. In 2010, the S-Class got an update. It got this LED strip in here, and the headlights look a little different. And that style stayed from 2010 to 2013. They pretty much look the same. 2012, they received a twin-turbo V8, getting rid of the naturally aspirated 5.5 liter that's in this car. So the S-Class has always came with a Mercedes emblem on the hood, protruding up like that, until the S-Class Coupe came out. Then it went to the grille. But every 4-door S-Class has always had it here. So if you're looking for a used one and they've taken this off, maybe it's been in a frontal hit, you might want to double check that. In 2010, Mercedes updated the taillights. They look a little different. They took the body color out, but the car is pretty much the same style, same body from 07 to 2013. So I'm gonna go over some of the interior, what makes these cars so good? Like, what is it about them? What do you get? Back in the days, this car was $100,000. And, there's reasons behind that. I mean, everything still looks brand new. Nothing wears off like other vehicles, from touching these. You're touching them all the time. If you want to adjust the passenger side seat, you hit R. And it actually adjusts. You can even turn their heater on. You can turn their ventilated seat on just by hitting the R button. These seats have so much adjustment, so it doesn't matter what size you are. If you're a 6'3" guy like I am, or a 5'2" girl, you're gonna fit. You just put the seat up. There's actual different settings for your legs, give you your knee support. I mean, if you're a big person, you'll fit in this no matter what. I mean, there's tons and tons of leg room. Even the headrests are power adjustable. So you can see that the interior is held up extremely well. This car has 90,000 miles on it, and it still looks like brand new. Everything from the wood to where you put your arm to your keypad for your phone has Bluetooth. So you can see the command center here. It might look a little difficult, but once you get the hang of it, Mercedes really, really, really designed this well. It's super easy. There's haptic touch. So when you're scrolling back and forth, it'll actually, stop. You can feel it. To go to audio, it's just really easy to navigate. There's a back button that's conveniently located. Or if you want some privacy, just hit this button. And you got some privacy. The AC controls are super easy to use. Got your fan for your drivers and your fan for your passenger side. So if you like the air conditioner blowing on you and your passenger not so much, you can adjust that. If your passenger wants it a little warmer on their side or a little colder on their side, you can. Super easy. It's got the automatic climate control. You can hit auto, set the temperature you want, and boom, you're done. So you got your steering wheel controls here, super easy to use. If you need to answer a phone call, just hit the button there. You need to end the phone call, hit it, volume for your stereo, as well as your audio on your phone. The S-Class was also the first car to get a digital dash like that. That's actually not a speedometer, it's a computer screen. Now you'll see more and more cars are coming like that. Even the Volkswagen Jetta has a screen that's pretty similar. Wooden steering wheel was an option. You got the paddle shifters in 2009. These became standard. So if you're going through the canyons, want to have some fun, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a V8 car, but it you know, for being so heavy, it really hauls. I mean, Mercedes was kind enough to put a volume control down here, so you don't even need to lift your arm to raise and lower the volume if you're driving with one hand. I mean, these cars were really ahead of their time. They always have been, always will be. So that's just a couple of small things about the interior and the exterior of the S-Class. Now we're gonna go for a drive. So I'm gonna give you a point of view. I got my boy from Opinions Matter, his link will be at the bottom, helping me film, helping me do this. So a lot of YouTubers I see and a lot of reviews, they go over the car and, you know, features and options. I'm gonna give you an actual driving experience. So you'll notice up here, it's just like the new modern ones. Your shift stock, it's that simple, just to put it in drive. It also has sport mode for the transmission. You'll see the S up here. And then you can put it in sport mode for the suspension. And that significantly reduces body roll. Go through the gears a little bit. We're in third gear, as you can see on the screen there. You know, you stop and think about it. These cars, brand new, were $100,000 back in 2011. And at the end of the day, you're still driving a $100,000 car. I mean, even though you could pick these up for, you know, 18 to 25,000 for a pretty clean one, you can't beat the driving experience for the amount of money you can pick these up for. I mean, you can't. The air suspension, I mean, it's stiff right now for going through canyons like this. You know, the paddle shifters make this, you know, the seats are actually hugging me. This has inflatable bolsters, so every time I turn, the car kind of gives you a hug. Also has massaging seats. I mean, it's got power for days too. I mean, we just hit 60 in no time there. If you want to downshift, second gear. And if you don't want that, you know, harsh suspension, just go ahead and hit comfort. And listen how quiet this car is. I mean, it really isolates you from the outside world. LA to San Diego. And you know, when I get there, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to party. You know, just because you don't get that tiredness of like a car that you're not comfortable in, a car that you can't wait to get there. I mean, look at, I'm 6'3" and I got leg room for days. I actually can't put the seat all the way back. I wouldn't be able to reach the pedals. It's one of the few cars that I can say that. If you want a great daily driver, you want something that's going to be smooth, extremely comfortable, built to last, then I don't think there's a better choice than this car. So guys, that was just kind of an introduction video. If you like it, hit subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. There's a lot more videos. I build old muscle cars. I'm going to go over a lot more detail in those. That's why I am 7 Chevys. We're going to go over things like different computer systems, you know, Bitech versus the GM computer. My cars are LS swapped, if you want to learn more. So hit subscribe, ring the bell. We'll see you next episode.